Hi, guys. Welcome to day 5. And today is Follow Up Friday. You are going to hear us say this all the time. Follow Up Friday is one of my favorite days because with follow up, there's always a next step. So there is a statistic that says it takes 7 to 12 touches before someone is going to buy from you. So maybe that's them seeing a post, them seeing your story, you reaching out, you following up, you inviting them to an event, you sending them a sample. Okay. So sometimes it's not the easiest thing to do. And that is okay because we all have these experiences and we all need to build trust and feel like this is the right time for us, right? So that's one of the first things. What I really want to talk to you about is how we follow up, what we're going to do, and how it becomes a part of our system every Friday. So, what I have to say is you are probably in some messages in some conversations already with some friends. Maybe you've talked to people face to face and you've mentioned your supplements to them. So a lot of times you're going to hear those objections, right? And if you are on our team, you heard last night on the team call, and you can find that on this YouTube channel, about objections and how to address those. So a lot of times you're going to hear that maybe they're waiting to payday. Maybe their husband, want to talk about it to their husband. Maybe they're just not sure that this is the right product for them, or, whatever it may be. A lot of times they've already tried other supplements, they've been in other companies, it's too expensive. All of these are just thoughts that they have, and you just have to address them without making them feel shame and guilt, and just using that feel, felt, found. I felt the same way. Like, I totally understand, right? I feel, etc. And so what I found is, and so I always say something like, listen, I totally understand. I was in the same boat. Okay. I felt like I didn't have enough time to devote to taking supplements. I felt like I didn't have enough money to spend on these. But what I found is that the girls that got me started helped me to see how I could fit this into my already busy schedule, whether that was taking the supplements or sharing with friends, right? So just use that feel, felt, found, right? Okay. Um, what we can do is, as you're in conversations with people, maybe you've said, hey, have you ever heard of Plexus? Maybe you've said that they are, okay, hold on, lost my train of thought. So have you ever heard of Plexus? Maybe you're in a conversation that's going really well. You've gave product recommendations, or you have gave pricing, and they're just not biting. This is when you can invite to an event. So an event is something that you can put on the fly. You can message your sponsor and be like, hey, I have this friend that needs to come to an event. Can we do like a quick Zoom call tonight? Or can we do a messenger chat? And these are simple that we can just put on pretty quickly. So an event like we have every other week in our team right now on Thursdays, they're usually at 9 o'clock. And the Pink 15s are something that you can invite people to who need more validation. They want to know more about the products and they want to hear it from other people. So third-party validation is crucial, and the events help do this. Events give people a way to relate to someone who maybe has a similar story. And it also provides like a way for them to see somebody's face and hear their passion. And sometimes that's just a total game changer for people. I also really like events because I can follow up after. It gives me another way to go back to them, to give me another touch point, right? So you're always asking questions, right? That is the best thing that you can do is in your business, is learn how to ask good questions. And when they have something to say, you have a question to ask. Okay. So when we are hosting events, you are sending invites to these people just saying, hey, listen, I know that you maybe still had some questions. Maybe you're not sure if this is right for you. Maybe this isn't the right time, but we have this event tonight at 9 o'clock. We would love for you to come, just be a fly on the wall. You can just listen in, no strings attached, and just see what you think. Would you be able to listen in? Like, you can send something so simple like that to the event. So we've had the event. Now, when they say yes, in your head, you have to know the process of remind, repeat, remind, repeat. So that means I remind you of the event and then I repeat, right? So then we have the event and you're now following up. It's maybe that night or the next day if you want to wait, and you're saying, hey, what did you think of the event last night? Was there something that you related to? What did you think of Allison's story? Did you find that interesting? Right? So you're just asking questions, and really, I don't feel like there's like anything like wrong that you could say. You're just asking them, hey, what did you find interesting? Whose story did you relate to most? What did you think of Heather's story? Okay. And so you're just asking questions. So that's follow up from an event. Maybe you just have a conversation going and it's just kind of fell flat. Okay. This gives you another way to go back and say, hey, friend, I know life is crazy busy right now. It's the holidays and we're just like are running around with chickens with our head cut off. Okay. I get it. But I just wanted to check in with you and see if you were ready to get started on these supplements with me, feel your best through the holidays, and get a jump start on New Year's. What do you say? Okay. You're just touching again. You're asking them to try the products and you're ending with a question. Let's see. Sorry, I took notes so I would not go off on the fly here. If you still have someone that's like, no, not right now. I don't want to come to your event. I don't want to buy right now. Okay. Can I add you to my follow-up list? So when we have our next event or our next sale or our next challenge, can I invite you then? Okay. So you're asking to put them on your follow-up list. Okay. Then I'm sorry, Nella Grace. And then you can ask them, hey, I have this challenge starting. Our team is doing a 2-week challenge and we're going over, water and how to be consistent on your supplements and a little bit of daily movement. And I think that you would love to get started with your supplements, be a part of this amazing community, and give this a shot with this 2-week challenge. What do you say? Okay. We do these all the time. So you've just kind of got to keep up with the team calendar so you know how to invite. And we're always putting out examples for you and helping you do this. So don't ever feel like you're doing this alone. Okay. You're in business for yourself, but you're never doing this alone. And then I want you to connect with them on Facebook. You are staying in their face. This is a relationship business. You are still friends with these people, whether they buy Plexus from you or not. Okay. So you're still friends. You're still commenting on their Facebook post. You're still checking in on them if you saw that they were sick or not feeling good. You're still being a friend and a human, right? So don't let the sales part of this take over. You're here to make a difference in someone's life. So you want to stay transformational. And how can I help that person? How can I address their pain point? And when you think like that, you will be able to see a higher turnover in your numbers. So that is the most important part. But follow-up Friday is just going back and touching them again, right? Asking more questions, peeling back those layers to see what's holding them back. What's their fear? Is it money? Is there an objection? Like, what can I do to address these things? Okay. And if you have your friend in a 3-way with your sponsor, follow up there so your sponsor can jump in and help when needed or to help guide the conversation. So I hope that you guys have had a great week. We are so proud of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.